Have travelled, I haven't because I'm only a part-timer, but you have travelled 4,000 nautical miles this cruise. There you go, you wouldn't like to walk it, would you? You've spent 14 nights together. Let's not go down that cul-de-sac. I'm staggered, you know, I worked it out because I was going to ask the chef and I thought, oh, he won't know. I worked it out. Do you know how many meals you've consumed between you, collectively, with you and the crew? 160,000 meals have been prepared and presented to you. So, pretty impressive, isn't it? My wife complains when I ask for a Sunday roast, she's got no idea. Entertainment, we've entertained you to within an inch of your life. I'm delighted to say you've, apart from everything else, 26 theatre shows with our new cast. If you went to see the new cast in the theatre shows, I'm sure you'll agree they're amazing, and hopefully you thoroughly enjoyed that. We've done 6 weddings. Yeah, oh, congratulations. Yeah, I did try to talk you out of it, didn't I? But no. 6 weddings. So that's the nicer part of the job, and it's a really special way. And hopefully, is she here? Are you still speaking? Yeah, well done, come on. So 6 weddings. What else have you got through? Oh, 2 captains. So well done. Well done. Figures on board, we're pretty full. 2,981 of you, 2,981 passengers. We've got 1,181 crew, so the ratio is about 2.43 to 1. So please don't go work it out, I just made that number up. So don't feel you have to write me a letter telling me I got my mental arithmetic wrong. But it's somewhere in that ratio, about 2.5 of you to every one of us, so hopefully we've done amazingly at making sure that you've had a wonderful time. And I'm also honoured and delighted to announce that amongst us, at the outset of the cruise, this is no longer valid really, and when you come from Derbyshire you don't get to say this very often, but amongst us we have 941 virgins. First time cruisers. You thought you were going to get away with it, didn't you? 941 of you. Any first-time cruisers? Oh, welcome. Are you still smiling? And hopefully you're wondering, why have I never done this before? So as a first-time cruiser, I hope the rest of them haven't bored you too much telling you about the other 1,000 cruises that I've done. And that this cruise wasn't quite as good as the first one that they did, which was on the Titanic. So first time cruises, hopefully we've wowed you and hopefully you're going to keep coming back, and just remember I've got a mortgage to pay, so please you could do that. And just the other thing for your first time cruises, just resign yourself to the fact that your clothes aren't fitting anymore, that's part of the process. But if it's any consolation, the return policy at TK Max is 28 days, so if you want to take clothes back, just take them, you'll be fine. Right, okay, so listen, I've whistled on far too long. I've got the best job on board the ship. I do very little, to be honest, but I am amazed, I'm immensely proud and honoured, and they never cease to amaze me. I've got an amazing ship's company who deliver everything that is Ventura. So it would be remiss of me if I did no acknowledgement, so I would like to introduce you to them, so I'm now going to invite all 1,431 of them to go back to work. However, what some of the team have done and kindly volunteered in their own time and in between their duties is I will introduce you to a handful of our significant number of ships coming on board, and I will invite them to the stairs just to give you a little wave, just to give you a good goodbye. So team, if you're there, just like that, like an oiled spring, there we go. Well done, team! You hate this bit, don't you? You hate this bit. So, listen, never underestimate. You've no idea what goes on behind the scenes and what these guys and girls do. They're doing an absolutely amazing job. It's my honour and my pleasure to work alongside and support them. They do nothing but amaze me, and hopefully they've delivered an unforgettable holiday for your good selves. If I could ask you if any of the ship's company as individuals have stood out, it would be really, really appreciated if you could bring that to our attention, and you can do this by filling in one of the Shine Award cards. We'll leave the reception. That then comes to me and my senior management team, and we then filter through them, and then we come up with an employee of the month every month, and they get probably get about 25 pence and an ice cream, but it's the award and they get a little badge and they get recognition, so that would be really good. Alongside that, listen, if you are invited to fill in one of our customer service questionnaires when you go home, if you could do that, that would be great, because that gives us valuable feedback, not just the things that have irritated you and hurt you. We don't do marriage guidance, but anything that we could do to improve, and anything that we've got right is equally important, so we don't change it, because we've got a habit of changing things. Chocolate on the pillow being a prime example. I don't go down that. So this is the team. If I could ask that you do please resist packing them and taking them home the day after tomorrow. We do actually need them for next cruise, so we will be inspecting all your bags when you go off. And the final thing from me is, listen, I feel that we're family now. I've only been with you for a short period. I'm going to let you go for dinner, but I do feel that we're family, so I would like to share a little bit of my personal self with you. I'm married to James. She's blessed me with 4 children. Ben, Luke, Jack and Charlotte. That's why I come back to work for her. However, Charlotte is the youngest of the siblings. She's the apple of my eye. She's only 17. She's not having a boyfriend until she's 47. And it's really difficult, you know. My team, myself, we've got families, we've got lives at home, and we sacrifice that to come here to make sure that you have a great holiday. That's our vocation. We also get paid schedules of money, but they're all looking at me now. Listen, we do make sacrifices. Myself, at a personal level, I've missed my children growing up. I've missed their first day at school, their first steps, their first words, and all that kind of stuff. It's always difficult when you come back to work that you've got to say goodbye to your family, but the family understand it. Anyway, so I've just left home. I've left Jane and the kids at home. I spoke to Charlotte. In fact, I've just spoke to Charlotte, and that's what I'd like to share with you. As a father, I've missed significant parts of their life, of their development. But this evening, I spoke to my daughter on the telephone, and I had a really special father-daughter moment with her, and those moments I really relish, and I would like to share that with you. Now, I might get a little bit emotional as I recount this, so please bear with me. I spoke to Charlotte on the telephone. I said, Charlotte, I'm going down to the atrium this evening. I'm going to bid a farewell to my wonderful passengers who I've come to know and love over this last week or so. And Charlotte's cruised with me many times. She's been to many parties, many events. She's heard many of my speeches and things like that. So she's now sat in Derbyshire visualising this scene of her father, which is really important. But she said something to me before I hung up the phone, and it cuts to my soul. If there's any fathers and daughters in the room this evening, you'll know only daughters can do this to you, and I know the team will relate to this as well. Charlotte said something to me this evening, made me really emotional, cut to my soul, and that's what I will leave you with. When I said I was going to introduce the amazing team, and I was coming to say goodbye to you, what Charlotte said in her little 17-year-old innocent voice down the telephone was, Daddy, when you finished your speech, will the lovely ladies and gentlemen give you all a big round of applause? So ladies and gentlemen, this is not for me. This is for Charlotte. Have a wonderful evening. I look forward to seeing you later. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Captain Neil Turnbull, everybody. Thank you. And of course, the incredible back of house and front of house teams over here. Well, Captain Neil will be hanging around for a few moments behind me if you would like to have a photo with him. But if not, enjoy your evening, and I leave you now in the ever capable hands of piano vocalist Hannah. Thank you, Hannah.